Just wildly creepy. I don't know what I think about that. It's just like, here's your strange science for the day. But apparently, the AI, the artificial intelligence, the bot, it's got an opinion about you based on what you look like. That's just creepy. And in strange news, algorithms have opinions about your face. Yes, you did read that right. This comes from Science Daily. Oh my goodness, strange science news of the day here for you. When two people meet, they instantly size each other up, making snap judgments about everything from the other person's age to their intelligence and their trustworthiness based solely on the way they look. Those first impressions, though often inaccurate, can be extremely powerful, shaping our relationships rather, and impacting everything from hiring decisions to criminal sentencing. So, you want to guess where this is going? Researchers at the Stevens Institute of Technology, in collaboration with Princeton University and the University of Chicago, have now taught an AI algorithm to model these first impressions and accurately predict how people will be perceived based on a photograph of their face. The work appears in the April 2021 issue of the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. You may have to go look at that. There's a wide body of research that focuses on the modeling of the physical appearances of people's faces, said Jordan Suchow. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. A cognitive scientist and AI expert at the School of Business at Stevens. Quote, we're bringing that together with human judgments and using machine learning to study how people's biased first impressions of one another. So in other words, they are teaching a computer to judge you based on how you look. Judge you based on a first impression of what you look like. Suchow and team, including Joshua Peterson and Thomas Griffiths at Princeton and Stefan Udenberg and Alex Todorov at Chicago Booth, asked thousands of people to give their first impressions of over 1,000 computer-generated photos of faces, ranked using criteria such as how intelligent, electable, religious, trustworthy, or outgoing a photograph subject appeared to be. The responses were then used to train a neural network to make similar snap judgments about people based solely on photographs of their faces. I don't know what I think of this. Certainly is strange. You're going to teach a computer algorithm to judge you based on what you look like. Given a photo of your face, we can use this algorithm to predict what people's first impressions of you would be and which stereotypes they would project onto you when they see your face. Okay, I want to know the variance. I want to know the standard error of that. And the problem with neural networks is that it's kind of hard to get a standard error measurement out of a prediction, out of it, because of the amount of stuff that's going on. So for those of you unfamiliar, an artificial neural network is a type of statistical modeling. But basically what it does is that it basically what it does is it learns. It basically learns in the same way that the human brain learns. It's designed to mimic the human brain. That's why it's called neural network, because it has to do with neurons up here. So there's different nodes and things like that it works off of, and things with that. But that makes it hard. The way an artificial neural network is constructed, it makes it very difficult to get measurements of standard error and things like that you get with normal statistical methods. So that's why I'm kind of asking. I want to see what the standard error of the predictions are, actually, what the uncertainty in the prediction is. Anyway, let's see. Many of the algorithm's findings align with common intuitions or cultural assumptions. People who smile tend to be seen as more trustworthy, for instance, while people with glasses tend to be seen as more intelligent. I know a fair number of idiots with glasses, so I don't know that I would agree with that, but we'll see. In other cases, it's a little harder to understand why the algorithm attributes a particular trait to a person. The algorithm doesn't provide targeted feedback or explain why a given image evokes a particular judgment, Suchow said, but even so, it can help us to understand how we're seen. We could rank a series of photos according to which ones make you look the most trustworthy, for instance, allowing you to make choices about how you present yourself. That's kind of creepy. Admittedly, that's kind of creepy. Hmm. That is a really kind of creepy. I don't know what to say with that. And beyond that, it's kind of get a whole new dimension to Twitter bots. Though originally developed to help psychological researchers generate face images for use in experiments on perception and social cognition, the new algorithm could find real-world uses. People carefully curate their public persona, for instance, sharing only the photos they think make them look the most intelligent or confident or attractive. Have you been on social media? Because I mean, I think of libs of TikTok and the amount of wild and crazy stuff that gets, well, think that make them look okay. Well, maybe I could see that putting out something crazy. Anyway, and it's easy to see how the algorithm could be used to support that process, said Suchao. Because there's already a social norm around presenting yourself in a positive light, that sidesteps some of the ethical issues surrounding the technology, he added. I don't know that it does, to be honest. More troublingly, the algorithm can also be used to manipulate photos to make their subject appear a particular way, perhaps making a political candidate appear more trustworthy or making their opponent seem unintelligent or suspicious. While AI tools have already been used to create deepfake videos showing events that never actually happened, the new algorithm could subtly alter real images in order to manipulate the viewer's opinion about their subject. That's just creepy. That's just insanely creepy. What the? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Science doesn't give anybody a moral compass because that's not what science is designed to do. Science is a method by which we pursue the truth. Um, and part of that being solving problems most of the time, but it doesn't give you a moral compass on which questions to answer and which things to solve and all that. And this is one of those where I'm just like, I don't know that this is a good idea. I really don't think so. Just with the technology, it is possible to take a photo and create a modified version designed to give off a certain impression, Suchao said. For obvious reasons, we need to be careful about how this technology is used. You think? You think? To safeguard their technology, the research team has secured a patent and is now creating a startup to license the algorithm for pre-approved ethical purposes. I'd like to know what those are. We're taking all the steps we can to ensure this won't be used to do harm. Well, good on you. While the current algorithm focuses on average responses to a given face across a large group of viewers, Suchao next hopes to develop an algorithm capable of predicting how a single individual will respond to another person's face. That could give far richer insights into the way that snap judgments shape our social interactions and potentially help people to recognize and look beyond their first impressions when making important decisions. This is where parents come in. This is where parents and role models come in, actually, is where that should be, not a computer algorithm. Anyway, it's important to remember that the judgments we're modeling don't reveal anything about a person's actual personality or competencies. Suchao explained, what we're doing here is studying people's stereotypes, and that is something we should all strive to understand better. Well, I can partly agree with that. That's just creepy. I don't know about you all, but that's just creepy. It's just wildly creepy. I don't know what I think about that. It's just like, here's your strange science for the day. But apparently, the AI, the artificial intelligence, the bot, it's got an opinion about you based on what you look like. That's just creepy. It's just insanely creepy. What do you think? Let me know what you think. If you liked the video, hit the like button on the way out the door, comment on the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, all that lovely good jazz, your short little strange science bit for the day. And don't forget to come on over and join us on shiosophia.locals.com for fun stuff happening over there. That's it for now. Until next time, I'm Adrian. Stay curious, my friends.